Right now as you watch this, our entire galaxy, every star, every planet, every atom in your body, is being dragged through space towards something so massive it pulls hundreds of thousands of galaxies toward it at 2 million kilometers per hour, and we cannot see it, we cannot explain it, and it has been happening for billions of years, without anyone noticing. This is not a theory, this is not speculation, this is something NASA confirmed, and then went almost completely silent about. This is the story of the Great Attractor. In 1973, astronomers were doing something routine, mapping galaxies, measuring how fast they move through space. What they found made no sense. Thousands of galaxies, in completely different parts of the universe, were all moving in the exact same direction, not randomly drifting like they should be, not following any known gravitational pattern, all of them pulling toward one single point in space, like water circling a drain. Astronomers called it the Great Attractor, a region of space located 250 million light-years away from Earth in the direction of the Centaurus and Hydra constellations. And here is where it gets deeply unsettling. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is moving toward it too, right now, at 2.2 million kilometers per hour. Every single second of your life, every moment you have ever lived, you have been moving towards something you never knew existed. So what is it? What could possibly be massive enough to pull hundreds of thousands of galaxies across 250 million light-years of space? That is exactly the problem. We don't know, and the reason we don't know is almost more disturbing than the mystery itself. The Great Attractor sits directly behind the center of our own galaxy. The Milky Way, our home, is physically blocking our view of it. Imagine trying to study something on the other side of a wall, except the wall is 100,000 light-years of stars, gas, and dust. Every telescope we point in that direction gets completely blinded by our own galaxy's core. For decades, the Great Attractor was invisible to us, a force we could measure, a force we could feel through the motion of entire galaxies, but never see. Think about what that means. The single most gravitationally powerful thing in our cosmic neighborhood, hidden behind our own home, like living next to an ocean, your entire life, and never knowing it was there, because your house was in the way. For decades, astronomers could only estimate what was causing this pull. Some thought it was a massive cluster of galaxies. Some thought it was dark matter. Some thought our measurements were simply wrong. Then in 2016, everything changed. Using radio waves that can penetrate the thick dust and gas of our galaxy, astronomers finally got a partial look behind the wall. What they found was staggering. They discovered the Vela Supercluster, one of the largest structures ever found in the observable universe. A supercluster containing thousands of galaxies holding the combined mass of 1 quadrillion suns. Let that number sit for a moment. 1 quadrillion, 1,000 trillion suns, all concentrated in one region of space, and it had been completely invisible to us until 2016, hidden behind our own galaxy. For the entire history of human astronomy, for thousands of years, humans looked at the night sky and had no idea that behind it something of almost incomprehensible size was pulling us through the cosmos. Here is where the story gets even more unsettling. Even after finding Vela Supercluster, even after discovering something containing the mass of a quadrillion suns, the math still doesn't work. Vela Supercluster is not massive enough to fully explain the gravitational pull we are measuring. Something else is out there, something we still cannot see, something we still cannot explain. Some astronomers now believe the Great Attractor is just one part of a structure so large the human mind genuinely cannot process its scale. They call it the Laniakea Supercluster, a cosmic web of over 100,000 galaxies, stretching 520 million light-years across space. To put that in perspective, if the entire observable universe was shrunk down to the size of Earth, Laniakea would be the size of a country, and our galaxy, the Milky Way, sits on the very outer edge of it, like a single raindrop on the edge of a continent. slowly, inevitably, being pulled toward the center. We are not at the center of anything. We never were. We are on the outskirts of a structure, so vast it took humanity thousands of years of astronomy just to realize it existed. Now here is the question that should genuinely keep you awake. What happens when we get there? What happens when our galaxy finally reaches the Great Attractor? The answer is both fascinating and deeply strange. Nothing dramatic happens. The Great Attractor is not a black hole. It is not a death trap waiting to consume us. It is a gravitational center point, a place where the pull of enormous mass reaches a kind of cosmic equilibrium. If our galaxy ever arrived there, which would take tens of billions of years, we would simply find ourselves surrounded by the densest concentration of galaxies in our cosmic neighborhood, more stars than we could ever count, more worlds than we could ever imagine. But here is the part that changes everything. The universe is also expanding. Right now, as gravity pulls us toward the Great Attractor, dark energy is simultaneously pushing everything apart, faster and faster every second. In fact, dark energy is winning. The most distant galaxies in the universe are already moving away from us, faster than the speed of light. We will never reach them. We will never even see them. They are already gone forever, lost beyond a cosmic horizon we can never cross. And eventually, in the far future, even the galaxies closest to us will be pushed beyond that horizon. The night sky will go dark. Every galaxy except our own will disappear from view forever. The Great Attractor will still be pulling, but dark energy will have already won the war. Right now, tonight, you will go to sleep, and while you sleep, your body will travel approximately 60,000 kilometers through space toward something we cannot see and cannot explain. You will wake up 60,000 kilometers closer to the Great Attractor than you are right now. This has happened every night of your entire life. It happened to every human who ever lived, and it will keep happening long after the last human takes their last breath on this pale blue dot. The universe does not ask for our understanding. It does not wait for our permission. It simply moves, and we move with it toward something ancient, invisible, and impossibly vast. Whether we look up and wonder, or never look up at all, the universe is stranger than you think. This is dim light, and we are just getting started.